Hello guys, so yeah, we are going to start our COA chapter in COA subject. In COA, we are going to have a lot of programs that we need to write, and in order to write them, I have made this video so that you can easily check out all the codes that are needed to be memorized for the students to be written in exams. So yeah, let's start. Let's start out with our first code. Yeah, so COA programs. Okay, so these are our programs. Program number one. What is the first program? In the first program, we are going to write the code for assembly level language to subtract two given numbers. Okay, subtraction of two given numbers. Yeah. So this is our code. So first of all, we'll make a comment out. We'll make a comment, and it will say assume that the number of numbers assume that the numbers are stored in memory. Assume that the numbers are stored in memory. So like we are doing this because it means a comment. Means that it's a comment. Okay, assume that the numbers are stored in memory. Then let me just erase it out. Yeah. So assume that the numbers are in comment are in stored in memory. Second one is uh, locate num1, num1 and num2. The result will be stored. Locate num1 and num2. The result will be stored. Okay. And the third comment is this is for us to read, and this won't be this will the program will ignore these comments, ignore the lines which are started from the semicolon. Yeah. So location of result. Okay. So now we will start our code. In our code, we will first write mov command, move ax comma num1. What is this command doing? This command loads the number one first number, that is num1, in ax, in a register named ax, in ax register. Okay. The second line of command is sub ax comma num2. So what will this command do? It will subtract the number 2 from ax. Okay, so this is a simple code that we have written. Let's make a box over here so that we can perform what I want to share. So in ax we have entered number 1. Okay, and then we are subtracting number 2 with whatever is there in ax, with whatever is there in ax, correct? Okay, and then what we have to do, the third comment that we are given is this one. This comment says that location of the results. So where will we store this? So move result, move result in ax, in ax only, right? We are going to write the result in ax only. So what we do, so in the first line we said move ax number 1. So in the register ax we are going to move the number 1, and then we applied the second code, that is sub, and then sub we subtracted ax from number 2, and then we again moved result in ax. Okay, so this is our first code. Okay, so now we will be moving on to code number 2. Okay, what is that code number 2? Write a micro program, write a micro program for the bs instruction instruction used micro instruction format for basic microprogram control unit. Okay, BSA code we have to write a BSA. Now, if we know what BSA is, then that the full form is and save branch and save. Yeah, branch and save return, something like that. Not exactly sure, but yeah, it is something like branch and save. So here in BSA, like if you want to know the difference between BSA and BUN, so there are two the major differences in BSA. We will be performing a piece of code. Let's say we have to we have to perform what do we say, method ABC, and in the program we are having to move to, okay, so right now we are not understanding BSA or BUN. We will do that in some other class. Right now our major aim is to write up microprogram for BSA instruction where BSA is equals to branch and save return. Okay, so first of all, what will we do? We will say load instructions from memory. We will load instructions from memory to MBR, that is memory buffer register, to MBR, that is memory buffer register. We load instruction from memory to MBR. So what are the codes for it? Secondly, what will we do? Save the return. Okay, second step will be save the return address in memory location. Okay, save the return address in memory at location specified by operand of BS instruction. Okay, memory location that is specified by the operand. If you are not understanding, then just wait for a minute. I'll explain it to you. Operand of the BSA instruction. So what is this doing? So what we are essentially doing is that we are performing a microprogram BS instruction which uses micro instruction format for basic microprogram control unit. Okay. First of all, we will put the program count. Okay. So here in this first instruction, load instruction from memory to MBR, memory buffer register. Second, what we'll do, save the returned address in memory at location specified by the operand in BS instruction. Correct? Now just hang on, we'll get to it. uh, okay, step to address of subroutine which is obtained by adding one to operand in BSA instruction. Okay, step PC sets program counter to address of subroutine address of subroutine which is obtained by adding one to operand BSA instruction, which is obtained by adding one to operand of BSA instruction. Okay, so now these are the steps. This is step number one, this is step number two, and this is step number three. Okay, now we'll be performing the coding part, which will make our understanding more clearer about what we have just written. So first we will say MAR. We will be like program counter key value. We will put it in MAR. MBR. We will put memory of MAR. So when the program counter will be pointing at the MAR and MBR in memory buffer register MBR, memory buffer register, we'll put whatever the value of MAR is there in MBR. Next what we will do, we will do program counter is equals to program counter, just a second, program counter plus 1. We will increase the value of program counter increase program counter. Okay, then the third step is MAR, whatever the value of MAR is there, we'll put it in program counter. We'll locate the program counter to whatever the value of MAR is there, and then we will put memory of MAR to MBR. Okay, so in MBR, what is memory buffer register? We will put the value of memory buffer register into memory of MAR, that is memory address return. So, and again we will increase the program counter to MBR plus 1. So as we know that this is a BSA instruction. So in BSA instruction, we will branch to a specific location. We will branch to a specific location, but we will return to where we have left. When and we will return to a point where we left. So this is the whole structure. So we will like essentially be doing three of the following things. What we will do in MAR is equals to program counter. So we will store the value of program counter. Let's say program counter is at location 20, line 20th line पे है our program counter. So what we'll do, we will be like, okay, line 20, okay, let's make a box for you. So let's say this is our, let's say that we have a box. We are having a box over here. This is our memory stack or register stack, whatever the type of operation you are performing, that will be dependent on that. So this is our table. So let's say this is 20th table. What we are doing is we are putting the memory, we are value, see the program counter has only one job. Program counter will point to the next instruction. Program counter will point to the next instruction. Correct. So program counter, when we are performing the 20th instruction, so program counter will be pointing at 21st instruction, right? So what we are having, right? See, MAR program counter की value we are storing in MAR, and MBR we are storing like memory MBR में we are storing the value of memory of MAR. So let's say we are functioning at this code line. This line पे हम function कर रहे हैं. We'll be storing the value of M in this location 20th 21st location in program counter. And MBR में what will we store? Memory of MAR. MAR में क्या है? 21st location. So in MBR we are essentially storing the whatever the code that is in 21st line, we are storing it into MBR. Now we will increase the program counter value. So see, let's say there is a code written. This is in direct MC. Okay, we are having a BSA address, and there is 0132, whatever the 0102, 0101. Okay, this is the code. We have to, where do we have to go? We have to go to the line number. Let's say here it is written that 32. Let's say here it is written BSA 32. So we will go to the 32nd line of our code, and then we will perform whatever the task is given over 20 or 32nd line. Afterwards, when we are complete executing the task, we will be like MAR की value program counter में चली जाएगी. यार MBR की वैल्यू MAR की वैल्यू जो है we will be writing in memory of MBR में हम write करेंगे MBR की वैल्यू memory buffer register, and program counter what will do, program counter will be like MBR plus 1. So this is our what was in MBR, it was 21st line of program counter which was pointing when we were performing the 20th of operation. So program counter will be like okay, MBR के अंदर क्या है, MBR के अंदर we have, this is MBR के अंदर we have MAR की memory. So what we'll do, MBR plus 1. So we will be like 20th 21st code है जो हमें बता रहा है कि 32nd line पे जाना है. But afterwards what we'll do, we'll come back to this line, or over this line we'll be performing whatever the task were given to this line. Yeah, so this is our second code. Now we'll be back out, we'll be